Hey gang, we're here to talk about our new Patreon campaign in depth, but before we do, we have some patrons. That's what it's called. When people give to Patreon campaigns, they're called patrons. So we'd like to thank some of our patrons. And first, let's thank the #1 guy, the first guy to contribute, Chris Vinci. And Chris seems to be a newer viewer to this channel, but he was very bold and stepped right up and didn't wait to see other people doing it first. He made that move because he believes in this channel and he believes what we're doing, and he wants to help contribute to where everyone can enjoy the upcoming videos on this channel that are going to benefit as a result of this. We're all going to benefit. This campaign is for you guys. So Chris, thank you very much, buddy. Thanks for being the first guy to step up and help us out and support us and believing in us. And next, Corey. Corey, I believe, too, is also, he's a great viewer, but I believe he's also a bit of a newer viewer. I think he's only been following in this year, 2014, so you don't have to hide. And,
thank you, Corey.
So thanks, Corey. Thanks for the support. We appreciate it. You're really contributing to just make this a better channel for everyone involved. And we have a new one yesterday, Brian. Brian's always been very supportive. He's always been leaving comments. I know that he watches, and I know that he likes what we do and cares. And Brian's helping. And we have a couple other patrons, but they don't really want to be mentioned. They don't really want the credit for it. That's not important to them. They just want to see new videos, good stuff that everyone can enjoy. So I would like to thank you guys as patrons, but I think we should all thank these guys, because it's all for everyone's benefit what they're doing here. And we'll talk about the Patreon campaign. In case you haven't noticed, I'm going to be doing most of the talking, but Imabel here is my sidekick, and she's going to chime in when she has anything to add. So before we get going more into the Patreon, I would like to point out that a couple days ago we went to an event. Google put on an event for prominent YouTubers here, and it's rainy season right now, which means it rains at least a little bit every day. Typically, the way it works out, if you're not from the Philippines or a tropical climate like this, it'll rain hard for about 10 minutes and then just stops, and that could be it for the day, or it could rain a little bit more. But we took the MRT to, what was the stop?
We got off Magallanes Station in EDSA.
At that little mall, but when we got off, it was raining hard. Then after a few minutes, it quit, but when it quit, EDSA, which is the main road in Metro Manila, completely flooded, and traffic everywhere came to a complete standstill, and you'd see things like guys wading through waist-deep water, which is very dangerous because you can get something called leptospirosis, which is potentially deadly, and that's how a lot of people get it, through the flooding.
And he even got that after shooting Real Time, a documentary for GMA News TV.
I had it, and trust me, it's not any fun to get, so don't wade through the floodwaters. But unfortunately, right now, we don't have any cameras. And you're probably wondering, well, how are you guys filming this? Well, my friend Kevin, who you've seen in some of my previous videos, the Asian American dude, this is his camera. He loaned me his SLR. And thank you for that, Kevin. Those other cameras that we'd been using, because as a lot of you know, maybe some of you don't know, after our burglary at the end of last year,
2 days before Christmas.
Yes, I actually did. That was my first time doing a crowdfunding campaign. I did an Indiegogo campaign, and it was semi-successful. It was successful in that we did get the minimum to get up and running. However, I didn't get enough for new camera gear. I did get, thankfully to everyone that contributed, it bought me a good computer that's heavy-duty enough to withstand editing HD video and can meet my needs in that, so it did get me that computer, which is a necessity to get that channel back up. I didn't run the Indiegogo very long, and I couldn't do videos like this letting people know about because we had no camera, no computer. It was hard to even get the word out, and I didn't run it very long because I didn't want the channel to be down. But we got, I was very appreciative and very touched by the support that I got, but we didn't run it long enough to meet the goal. But that wasn't the only option I explored. I got cameras loaned to me, some loaner units, and they said, we believe what you do, we'd like to support you and help get your channel back up. And they loaned us those cameras that I've been using, which I've showed in some of the videos, so you guys know what I need to do, what I do. And we're very thankful to that. However, they took them back about a week ago and they told us in advance, well, we need the cameras back. And then someone else is in charge of loaning them. You'll have to talk to them and have a new deal over again. So hopefully we get them back. Hopefully I don't have to buy new gear because it's so hard to do in the Philippines. So much easier to do when you're in America, getting good camera gear and getting it at a good price. In the Philippines, it's a real challenge. But hopefully they get those back. And knowing that they were going to take them, that they weren't permanent and they were going to take them back, I already shot some stuff that I'll have coming out. I just need to edit. Editing takes so much time. So I shot some things in advance, and look for that. And now we can talk about the Patreon campaign. Well, I guess we can talk about the Google event. It's official, like it's proof that we're there. We have our own name tags.
Yep.
Travis Craft Pool Boy Films, and we even have these really nice YouTube notebooks. However, Google's a tech company, and giving us notebooks to write in with a pen. We have these YouTube pens even, but my goodness, it's a tech company. It would have been nice if they would have given us tablets. I can't even hardly sign my name anymore without my hand getting tired because I'm not used to writing. That's old school, man.
These are still cute though. I still like them.
Yeah, they're really nice, and we had a great time whenever Google throws a party and these events. It's always a good time. And there's pictures of that actually on my Facebook and also on my Google+. So if anyone wants to see some stuff from those events. But let's mention Google. I started this Patreon campaign before we get into the meat and potatoes of that. I want to make you guys aware of a new feature that YouTube's going to be introducing, and they actually told me about this about 2 or 3 weeks ago.
But they said still confidential.
Well, we can reveal what it's going to be. Google's been trying to expand their base here in the Philippines. They have an office. It's not a big office, but they have a presence here, and they're trying to pick out notable YouTube people from this country and help them grow their channel even further. And when we went in, we have a contact from there who's a very nice lady, and I told her, look, this is what I really need. I like to do high quality documentaries, not serious stuff but fun stuff. But the thing is, I've been funding these videos all these years by myself, and it's to the point where I'm going to be bankrupting myself if I keep doing it. I need money to grow my channel, and I need to do good stuff. High quality videos require funding, and I said the problem with YouTube is there's no money in it. There needs to be a way to make some funds from doing this, especially when you put money into your videos. And she said, well, we're going to actually have, because I told her about Patreon too. I said, look, I think I'm going to need to do a crowdfunding. There's this website called Patreon. It's like Kickstarter, except instead of one lump sum at one time, it's an ongoing thing. People can contribute monthly to help keep a continuous flow of funds and keep your channel going. And I said I need something like that, and she revealed to me, actually, YouTube is going to be introducing that feature. They're going to have some kind of way to give a tip to people can tip their favorite channels and favorite creators. Now, that's all I know about it. I don't know when it's coming, and I don't know what the features are going to be, because Patreon has all these really great features to where people contribute. You can give them all kinds of bonus stuff and all this extra stuff. And maybe the YouTube thing, I don't know, maybe it's just going to be a thing where you can just leave a tip for something, which is great in itself. Geez, if they would have had that feature years ago, it would have been so much more helpful. And I know a lot of you guys are saying, well, Travis, what about the ads on your video? You make money from the ads, right? And I can't tell you an exact number of how much I make off of that, or because it's in the terms of service. No one that monetizes their videos can reveal the exact figure, and they take it very seriously. They'll kick you out, but I can tell you it's not very much. Right now, out of well over 200 videos on this channel, I only have 2 videos that actually bring in any money at all, and it's not that much. And I know a lot of people think that they know things. For one thing, someone saw my Patreon campaign and they said, oh, you're greedy. I've done calculations off your channel views, and you've made a total of $50,000 total from your YouTube videos, and your channel brings in $1,500 per month. And that's what their calculations are. And I can't say what the reality is, but I can say that is so far off. I wish that their calculations were right. I wish that my channel brought in $50,000 already. I wish that it was bringing in that much per month, but that's just not the case. Now, as much as I love Google and think they make a lot of great products and I use their services, I don't like being at the mercy of Google. And putting my creative content on their site is kind of like building a house and putting it on property that someone else owns. They can just take it away at any moment. There's been a lot of YouTubers that are bigger than I am that have just suddenly, with no notice or warning, had their accounts deleted, and all working for their channel to build it up was all of a sudden for nothing. And I'll give you an example of something that happened to me. 2 years ago, I did a short video, a short documentary on the culture of cockfighting in the Philippines, and I was getting the perspective of the cockfighters, taking people inside a cockfighting arena so people could experience it through my video, and just really looking at it from a cultural aspect. We showed very little footage of chickens fighting, and what little footage there was of that wasn't graphic or bloody, and I tried to handle it in a sensitive manner. All of a sudden, the video got deleted, and I got a strike against my account. You know, YouTube, they'll let people swear and talk about sex and all this nasty stuff using all this nasty language. They're okay with that. But my video about a cultural tradition in the Philippines, and I got one letter from a woman that watched it. She said, you know, my husband goes to these things. My dad went to these things as I was growing up. But I really like your video because now I know what it looks like and what goes on inside these places. But it got taken away. Well, now with Patreon, I can maybe cut loose a little bit and not have to worry about conforming to Google or just being at their mercy. And speaking about ads, my most popular video, I have a video, a short film that I directed and starred in. It gets tens of thousands of views every single day. I can't make one single penny off of it because YouTube age restricted it and they don't allow monetization of those videos. So even though it's getting millions of hits, I lost money making it. I can't even recover what went into it. I have because I can't get anything because I'm just totally at Google's mercy. Well, now with Patreon and giving people all these bonuses and these extras and just really creating stuff for a smaller audience that really cares about what I do, I can cut loose a little bit more, not have that worry about, oh, I have to worry, is Google gonna like get on me because it's maybe not so politically correct, even if it's an educational video. I can really just, it frees me up to create better content and just for those people that really care, because a lot of people watch this channel and I know that a lot of them are casual viewers and I appreciate them viewing my videos. And I'm glad that I can entertain them and bring them something, inform, educate, and entertain them. I like it, but I really want to focus on my core audience because I've mentioned in some of my other videos lately that I get so many emails and it's to the point where it's hard to even read them all, let alone respond to them. Well, this allows me, my true supporters, I can focus on them through this campaign. I know who to devote my time to and who to get back to. We mentioned the patrons already, the people that are already supporting, and I've gotten a lot of great feedback from them and I was always communicative with them. And then they stepped up to help evolve this channel further and make it better for everyone. Is there anything you'd like to add now?
Well, you've said most of them actually. In addition to that, I think every time, like what you mentioned, every time we shoot a video, just go out, we spend time for that. And that time that we spend for that can actually be used for something income generating, like on my part, because we're a team. Instead of teaching or doing other stuff, I go with him to shoot videos. So with your support will really help a lot. And the videos that we'll make will not only be, you know, for you, but for more people who would want to enjoy, who can enjoy it and be educated, be informed about it, and hopefully be inspired by them as well.
And now let's get to the details of the Patreon campaign. First of all, what kind of videos am I going to be doing? Well, a lot of you have noticed that lately A lot of my videos are just me talking in my apartment. And the reason is those don't cost me any money to make. Every time I have to leave to shoot something, it costs me money. And if you look at my videos, especially from a couple years ago, or if you go to the playlist on my channel, that's travel and documentary, I want to do that type of stuff, more of that type of stuff. And specifically look at the two videos, my video about Binondo and look at my video titled Extreme Fun in Manila. I want to do that stuff, and those are great videos even if they were made with very little money, but with support it'll take some of the stress off while I'm making those, because I remember when we made that video in Binondo, I have to buy food and try, or even just getting a cab there, even if it's not much money, I'm just thinking, oh man, this is money that I can't get back. So it kind of frees up that stress and will allow me to do other things. I want to focus on short documentaries, but these aren't going to be serious, dramatic documentaries really touching hard-hitting issues. It's still going to be fun, lighthearted stuff. I want to keep it focused on art and entertainment, especially with the emphasis on the entertainment. And the people that have contributed, those are going to benefit all you guys, even if you're not contributing. And we need more people to step up, and we're going to be doing some awesome videos for you. This campaign isn't just for us, it's for everyone, and we're going to bring you some really high quality content, and we can't wait. And like I said, this is going to free up too, that I don't have to worry about being at the mercy of Google and whatever they deem fit. And I shot a video, we shot a short documentary or a profile of a neighborhood, because I like to do that, go different neighborhoods, profile what's special and unique about that neighborhood. Well, we went to one in Makati, a certain area. Now, I decided, we shot this a month ago, and after we got done shooting it, I never edited it. I just decided, I don't think I can release this onto YouTube, because first of all, people are going to come and see it, and they haven't seen my other videos, and maybe they're going to get the wrong impression of me based off this video. I just want to take a cultural look at this neighborhood, and a lot of people want to see this. I think it's something that's important to look at, because you just can't see it everywhere, and people are curious about these parts of Asia. And I gotta warn you, it's not going to be a G-rated video like most of my other ones. I try and keep things clean, like your fruits and vegetables should be. But this one, it's going to be a bit more risque. It's nothing that I'm ashamed of, and I know that my core audience are going to understand where I'm coming from with this video. If I just release it to the mass audience, they're not going to understand that I make videos about culture and showing people something different that maybe they can't see where they are. They'll just say, leave a random comment, oh, this guy is a typical sleazy American or something. But I want to bring people something different, and my audience gets that. My supporters get that. So that'll be coming out. That'll be a patron-only video. It's not going to be G-rated. If there's some things that are a little risque, I don't have to worry about Google or YouTube saying, oh, this has to be age restricted, or we're just going to delete the whole thing and give you a strike against your account. So that's one of the exclusives coming. And now don't say, Travis, you're making people pay for videos, man. No, I'm not going to make this Patreon campaign is not about making people pay for videos. It's to benefit everyone, because you're going to get more content. You're going to get better content. Everyone's going to benefit from this. Even the people that don't contribute, they're still going to reap the rewards, because they're going to get to watch better videos. And for the exclusive content that's not going to be available to everyone, well, those that support me, it's only fair to give a reward. And this is going to be stuff that I wasn't going to release on YouTube. The bonus content, we haven't got it all figured out. The first one's going to be this profile of a neighborhood. We're going to have other stuff. Some of it's going to be videos, but a lot of it's going to be other stuff, and I'm open to suggestions. Some of it might be writing. You know, maybe I've been thinking about maybe doing an ebook or something. Maybe I do some writing stuff. Maybe I have some sort of digital downloads of various types of content. So videos and non-videos, not just videos. But the bonus content is all going to be stuff that I wouldn't be releasing on YouTube. Everything on the channel that I normally produce, it's all going to be completely free, and I want to bring it to everyone completely free and bring high quality content to people free, even if it costs funding. I don't want people to have to pay to watch the videos.
For other exciting rewards, you can check them out in our Patreon campaign on the page. And as our patron, I think we'll have more time to talk to you, especially with some specific questions or concerns, just like what we get every day from the emails.
Now, even though it's super easy to sign up, a lot of you guys are probably worried, well, what if I sign up and then I decide I don't want it and then it keeps charging me every month? Well, don't worry about that. No one hates commitment more than me. I'm always talking about how the fitness gyms lock you into a contract, and even if you don't want to go to the gym, they want to charge you for it and make you stuck to it. With Patreon, it's not like that at all. You can cancel at any time. There's absolutely no commitment. It's so easy to get out of. It's literally all you have to do is press a cancel button, and that it's as simple as that. And I hope that you guys don't decide to cancel, and I think once we start rolling out more exclusives and bonus content and giving more perks, people are going to want to start giving more money and not cancel or give less. But I do understand also that sometimes in life things come up. You know, maybe someone has a family member that gets sick and they have to shift their commitments elsewhere. Don't worry about it. You can you can lower the amount or cancel altogether at any time. It's not a problem. And what would you like to add?
You know what? We really love to keep making better videos because of the feedback we get every day. We hear from people telling us how they have been benefiting from the videos that we have on the channel. They are inspired, they are entertained, they are informed. So your support will really help us keep inspiring, keep informing, keep entertaining everyone.
Yeah, and about that, we get all these requests from people saying, oh, I want to see you do this in a video, or I want to see you go to this place. And I always tell them, look, unless I had a sponsor, it's not possible. For instance, a lot of people have said, hey, go to Cebu and shoot some videos. I would love to. However, you got to understand, for me to go make videos down there, it would involve me buying plane tickets, round trip for 2 people, staying in a hotel, and I would be spending minimum $300-400 minimum to make a YouTube video that I can't get any money out of back. I would just be losing all that money on a YouTube video, and I can't do that. I can't just blow money like that, making an investment for something that I can't possibly get money back, because we've talked about the ads. It just doesn't work. And speaking about ads, if I was going to just go that route and make money from ads, well, this is a niche channel, and I would have to start producing a completely different type of content. I would just have to start doing things like clickbaiting, having outrageous titles and thumbnails just to get as many views as possible. But just because something gets more views doesn't mean the content is better. And some of my videos that get 2, 3, 4, 5,000 views, the reality is that's not going to make you any money. But let's say 5,000 people watch a video. And let's say out of that 5,000, 1,000 people, which is a large group of people actually benefited. Maybe they were entertained. Maybe they learned something that in fact was even going to save them money. So they could have supported me. Say they give the minimum of what I'm asking, $5 a month, and maybe they got an idea for something that was going to save them $1,000. Or maybe they were just entertained. And you can think of it this way. The minimum that I'm asking people to contribute is $5. You can contribute as low as $1, but the reason I don't ask for that is, well, first of all, to actually have practical benefit, I would have to have a lot of people each giving $1, and the less you give, the higher transaction fee there is from the credit card company. So like for instance, I think if someone contributes $1, you only get 70 cents out of that dollar actually only goes to you. So I would lose more money on that, and it just wouldn't be practical. And I'm asking people to do at least $5 a month at the minimum. Think of it this way. You watch my videos, and would it be worth you taking me to lunch at McDonald's? And if you go order a value meal or whatever at McDonald's in the United States, it's usually around $5.
Just Starbucks, which I love.
Well, I don't have coffee, but think of it like buying me lunch at McDonald's every month, especially if you're in the United States. I feel most people can afford that. You know, and if you want to buy Imabel lunch too at McDonald's, do $10 a month. So just think of it that way. Or hey, you can think of it like tipping. you go to a restaurant, you tip the waiter, you order coffee, there's a tip jar a lot of the times, you tip people, and if you've enjoyed my videos or feel that you've benefited in some way, you know, maybe it's just think of it as giving me a little tip to someone that you like and someone that you've enjoyed their content. You can think of it that way. And what else would you like to say?
Your support will be supporting not only us, but the people that enjoy the videos.
Yes, and we got lots of good stuff coming for you. I am glad that I found the inspiration to do this. I'm going to try and give you guys the content that you want, do stuff that works for me, and definitely do stuff that works for you. And this is going to be a great adventure that we go on together.